Once these storms strengthen, we'll have to watch them very closely as they could turn severe pretty quickly today. There's a lot of ingredients in the atmosphere that are coming together at the right time to produce what could be some pretty widespread severe weather. Actual air temperatures running right around 81 degrees. Factor in that humidity though, and it feels like the mid 80s. That's not really too bad compared to where we're going the next couple of days. But what will happen as the rain starts to fall, it will start to cool the air around it, and there may be a very quick flip to snow by the early afternoon hours. Here in Portland, we could see this shortly after 5:30. So again, the main threat with this line of thunderstorms right now in southern Maine is damaging wind gusts. But 95 degrees here in Windham today, very hot one of course, and it hit 96 degrees in Portland. It was actually the second straight day of 95-degree weather or higher. That's the first time that's happened in 80 years. And this is going to be a very heavy, wet, pasty snow in these areas, so I wouldn't be surprised if we had some power outages on Saturday.
Yes, pretty much the only option. As you can see, I don't know how that poll's going for you, Matt, but I think you summed it up pretty well there.
You know, the right answer is winning, guys. That's what I can guarantee. Yeah, Greg, we were moving through that storm just a little while ago, and Weather Authority 1 that brought some really heavy rain and lightning. So, of course, that makes it hotter during the day. But then at nighttime, when all of the heat that's stored in the concrete and the buildings tries to escape back out into outer space, it's a much slower process.
Now, your CBS 13 Weather Authority forecast with meteorologist Matt Hoenig.
Well, it's a beautiful Thursday here in Maine, but this time tomorrow it will be quite a different scene out there. We're tracking rain, wind, and snow, and there's a lot to talk about with this storm, so let's get into it. The National Weather Service has put out a winter weather advisory for interior York County back through Stratford County in New Hampshire. This goes into effect late tonight at 2 o'clock in the morning, goes all the way through tomorrow morning. This is a long duration storm we're talking about with a lot of heavy, wet snow on the way for much of the interior. Winter storm warning in effect for all the areas you see here in pink from western Maine back through much of New Hampshire. This is where we'll see the highest snowfall totals out of this storm. And with the combination of very heavy and wet snow and several inches of that, we are talking about the potential for power outages, especially in these areas. So this is going to be a high impact storm in addition to being a long duration one. Right now, though, skies are mostly sunny across much of Maine. You see some clouds starting to move into parts of eastern New Hampshire, and rain showers aren't too far on its heels, but the good news is this will be slow to enter our region. So I think even this evening we're seeing, partly to mostly cloudy skies across the region. The rain holds off until later on tonight. I think for a lot of us here in southern and central Maine, the precipitation gets going between about 4 and 6 o'clock in the morning. And at first it'll start as a period of rain along the coastline, but inland areas you will see snow. And between about 6 o'clock in the morning and noontime tomorrow, that's when we'll see the heaviest snowfall totals, especially across the interior. But what will happen over the course of the day is at the lower levels, temperatures will start to fall closer to freezing. So I think we will change some of this rain at the coastline over to snow for a period of time. And that rain and snow will sort of waffle throughout the day. What I mean by that is when the precipitation gets a bit lighter, we'll see it change over to rain. When it comes down a bit heavier, it'll fall as more snow. And that will really continue through much of tomorrow night, and we should see at least some clearing by the time we talk about your Saturday. So here are snowfall totals across the area. I think a lot of us along the coastline from mid-coast Maine down through the Portland area will see maybe just a coating to an inch or two. It's really once you get to Lewiston, Auburn, Sebago Lake, interior York County, that's where the amounts really start to ramp up. In some of the valleys just south of the western Maine mountains, the White Mountains in New Hampshire, that's where I think we have the best chance of seeing up to about a half foot of snow, and certainly elevations above, say, 1,000 to 2,000 feet will pick up a very good amount of snow. And the wind is the other concern with this storm. We will see those northeasterly wind gusts between 30 and 40 miles per hour, even at the coastline, for much of the day tomorrow. So a very messy storm on tap for our Friday. In fact, we've made it a weather-worn day for inland towns due to that heavy, wet snow and potential for power outages. We'll see a warm-up come this weekend with temperatures back into the 40s, but not much sunshine. I think we'll be hard-pressed to see any of that through about Sunday, but the sun should return in time for next week, Lauren, and by then, our temperatures are back in the 50s and low 60s. So I think the good news about April snow is that, it'll fall. We won't really enjoy it while it's happening, but it'll melt just so quickly.
And I have to say, Matt, I selfishly want a little bit more snow because I want at least one more day of skiing, and I know the ski resorts, they have like one more week left, so they're
Yes.
probably excited to see
Yeah,
it.
perfect timing for them. So if you're a big skier like Lauren, then enjoy it.
All right, we will. Matt, thanks so much.